Namaste and congratulations to all of us on the occasion of the first anniversary of the 4 a.m. Club, the Sattvic Habits community. On this occasion, I want to share a brief video with the following three stories. One on the origins of the 4 a.m. Club, second on confession that I want to make with you, and third is about my goals for the rest of the year in terms of building positive habits. The first one is about the origins of the 4 a.m. Club. I have always been a morning person since my childhood. So my mother used to wake me up early in the mornings and make me sit for studies. Someone when I was in 6th or 7th standard told that you have to get up at 4 a.m. so that you get a solid 3 hours window between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. to study with concentration. So that's how my parents started waking me up at 4 a.m. and it became a habit. And over the years, I did start to continuously wake up early in the mornings between 4 and 5. Then as I grew up into the college, that sort of became inconsistent. And again, when I started running marathons, it was an evident thing that I had to get up very early in the morning. So I always generally loved early morning atmosphere. Okay, it's generally very calm. The weather is very beautiful and there is tranquility all over. It's a wonderful, blissful experience for me in the early mornings. However, over the years, I was not very consistent with waking up early. So last year, when I was thinking that I have to reinculcate this habit of waking up very early and continue to do my yoga and other stuff. So that's when I thought, why don't we build a small community around waking up early? So waking up early was the context around which this originated, which eventually got expanded to other contexts. So I generally have this habit that when I want to learn something new, I go and share this knowledge with others. And it's always good to do things in a group so that there is a mutual accountability of sorts in that pursuit. That's how this 4 a.m. Club came to be. And I'm really glad to see that about 280 of us are in this community. Though about 25 to 30 of us are pretty much regularly active, I'm assuming that the rest of you who are not as active as the 30 folks still have the intention of inculcating healthy habits in your life. And I want to pause and really thank my friend Ujas Thakkar for being a central part of this community. And time and again, almost on a weekly basis, regularly, he keeps posting wonderful messages which are inspirational, motivational in driving us towards healthy habits. So thank you, Ujas. And thanks to many of you who have been messaging me personally about your experiences and how you are suggesting many of the new habits that we are inculcating. So that's the first part, guys, that the origin of this community. Now let me move to the second part, which is my confession. Okay, the first habit that we started with is waking up early. And as per my own target for myself, I wish to wake up at 4 a.m. So I started keeping my alarm for 3:45, and to drive my authentic commitment towards you, I took it upon myself to post a morning message at around 3:45 to 4 a.m. every day, so that it acts as accountability from my side towards you to drive this habit for myself. Okay, so you all have been my accountability partners in this journey. However, the confession part is that after waking up, what did I do for the last 1 year? That's a significant part. Well, my aspiration was to get up and freshen up and then go for a run, go for a walk or cycling or do yoga, all these things on a periodic basis, repeated after different intervals. However, I realized that I was not consistent in doing these activities. So on most occasions, I used to wake up at 3:45, send this message that you see every day in your inbox and go back to sleep. Okay. However, over a period of time when this happened few times, I started feeling guilty. Okay. And then I reflected upon and observed that there is one thing that I was consistently doing for many, many days in a row, which is to at least get up at 3:45. So I consoled myself that, okay, it's fine. Don't be very harsh on yourself. Since you are at least getting up and posting this message every day, many other people might be getting motivated from this. So stick to that. So except for 3 to 4 occasions when my mobile battery went down or I was traveling in a bus and I couldn't hear the alarm, etc. On those days, you would have seen that I have not posted the 3:45 to 4 a.m. messages in the mornings. Except those occasions, probably 3 to 4 times, give it, let's say 5 times in a year. So one positive thing that has happened over the last 1 year is 360 days in the last 1 year, minus those 4 to 5 days. Every day I woke up at 3:45 and posted this message, whether I continued to do my stuff in the morning or I went back to sleep. So that's the positive I take from this, and that's this third part of the story. That in every endeavor there will be failures, there will be inconsistencies, especially when it comes to building constructive habits in the long term way, in a sustainable way. It cannot happen overnight. It has to start small and incrementally doing it continuously. That's when the consistency is built. So that's the confession I want to make, that I was not authentic enough to myself and to all of you when I posted that and went back to sleep. Okay, and I want to correct myself. That's the part 3 of the story, that for the next 1 year, in addition to waking up and sending this message to all of you, I want to freshen up, take bath, preferably cold water bath, and go on to do what I want to do in the morning hours. That's my commitment I'm taking for myself. Now I invite all of you to pause for a moment and reflect, how has the last 1 year been for you in terms of building healthy and happy habits for yourself? Which are those habits which you have been able to consistently follow? Where you have not been consistent? Be kind to yourself. It's okay when you miss. However, next time try to do better. So please reflect on this. And like as I said, there are 2 to 3 practices that I have listed for myself I want to do consistently for the next 1 year. One is waking up at 4 a.m. and taking cold water bath and go on to do other things. Second is, before I sleep, the pre-sleeping practices which we posted, I want to start doing that. Okay, and one of you actually suggested to include gratitude journal writing in the habits, so we have included that. But I wrote journals only twice in the last 1 year. Okay, that's not something that I do regularly in terms of writing. That's something I want to start at least once in a week. And I have been pretty much consistently inconsistent in terms of doing abhyanga in the weekend. Now I have started keeping the coconut oil in the bathroom, and at least, if not the whole abhyanga, some parts of the body I apply the oil upon and take bath. So these are some of the improvements I want to make for myself in the next 1 year. So I invite you to reflect, which are those habits which you did better in the last 1 year, and which are the ones you want to add newly in the next 1 year, or you want to improve upon from the last year's habits. So take a moment and reflect, and do continue in this journey. Okay, I don't know how many years this will go on for, but at least let us stay together in continuing to motivate each other in terms of building these new habits. We might bring on few more new habits as we go along, and we intend to increase the frequency in which we'll connect. So far we did about 6 to 7 connects so far, and we'll increase that frequency. So with that, I again invite all of us to together be each other's accountability partners in building healthy and happy habits in our life towards success, because these are the tiny habits that we build which will go a long way in making our life successful and happy. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic year ahead.